This is Scott Allen Miller. We're continuing the Sam IT series. Today we're going to talk about something a little bit different than we normally cover. In a lot of cases we talk about how you can do a lab at home and bring your IT home and do a lot of your learning that way. And that's great. Love that. The question came up today, how would you do this, or the topic came up, how would you do this for business? You're looking at maybe getting an MBA, you want to move into management or do something like that. The same kinds of concepts, obviously you can't just build a home lab for business. Can you? Actually you can, sort of. So this is interesting, and I had never thought about this before today, and I absolutely love this. Entrepreneurship is your home lab for business. I mean, people don't normally think about this in that way, but it really is. Now, I'm not saying you should go out and start a huge business, maybe not start a manufacturing company or a big research firm or something like that, buy a hotel. But there's a lot of different businesses that you can do yourself from home, and doing so can be pretty advantageous as far as learning how business works and getting management experience. This is some seriously cool stuff, and it's the same stuff we talk about with home labs for technology. So it may be that you want to start a very small business. Maybe you want to start an online retailer, or you want to start a online magazine, or and some of these I'm mixing in with technology because there's benefits there too, right? Run your own IT. Also beneficial, do your own internal IT. You don't necessarily have to hire people, but if you want to get a really great lab experience for business, hire people. Learn about taxes, learn about employment law, learn about those kinds of things. They're very valuable, HR and that kind of stuff. And when you go into business working for others, you get to bring that experience of, well, when I ran a business or when I had to deal with this. And just like a home lab for technology gives you an end-to-end, cradle-to-grave experience with technology, doing so through entrepreneurship with your own business gives you a cradle-to-grave, end-to-end experience with business. You know what it's like to form a business. You know what it's like to deal with the lawyers. You know what it's like to deal with HR, with payroll, with taxes, with accountants, with all those different things. You start to take IT itself in a completely different light because you have to see it as a business enabler instead of just that cool tech that you get to play with someone else's money. It's your money. It needs to work. So I think that this is a really cool concept, and that doesn't mean you shouldn't get an MBA. That doesn't mean you shouldn't look for a management position in a larger company in someone else's company. It doesn't mean that you want to be a business owner. In fact, being a business owner is certainly not for everyone, but it is something that can teach you a lot. And I personally learned when I was about 18, 19 years old, I started a CD store, just really small, from the trunk of my car, selling CDs, but I had to learn about taxes and incorporation and markup and accounting, bookkeeping, and wholesaling agreements and contracts and stuff like that. It was all really basic. It was all tiny investment. I lost almost nothing, but it taught me a lot. It's been very valuable to me throughout my life, and I think that's something that other people would benefit from even more. If you can make one that's successful and doesn't lose money, make a little bit, that would be even better. But the goal is not to make money. The goal here is to build a home lab around business, something you can really do, and you can do it today for real. It's not something that you're limited to just because you're busy doing something else. So just something to consider, another way that we can grow our careers and get a better scope of understanding of what we want to do, how we can advance our careers, and how we can just be better at what we do in IT. Thanks for joining me. Remember to like and subscribe, and join me for more business, IT, and all kinds of discussion here on the Sam IT channel.